it's a wonderful community, such a diverse community, inclusive community. We have so much fun playing these games together and learning different parts of history that I haven't learned before. And there's all kinds of academic reasons that I'm sure people could infer from that, but in my opinion, what it's also really useful for is for me becoming a more informed person and being able to be a better person in the world.
I was the only one when I was at Monroe Community College. That's the college that I was at for about 10 years. And I was the only one using Reacting. So to come to these conferences and know you're not being graded, like no one's grading you, you're not gonna fail. But there's still, the pressure is still on to, like, if you have to give a speech and you're in front of all these professionals, you have to give a good speech, but you're still not being graded. So, and also to try things out and to say, yeah, this is for me or this is not for me. It's a great time, as well as when we are not in the Reacting classrooms and get to know people on a more deeper, intimate level. Is the reason why I kept on coming to the conference year after year. Even if I had to fund myself, I still came.
I was expecting just to kind of be on my own and kind of do things on my own, do the conference on my own, and kind of explore the city on my own. But the Reacting community is very open, and people are always asking, like, hey, what are you doing tonight? Do you want to go out, grab a burger and watch the NBA game, or do you want to meet and talk about this? Or if you're walking in the same direction as somebody, they generally just are like, hey, how's your conference going? So I think it's cool that everybody is very much it's very communal. Everybody knows each other because they work so hard to know each other, and it's very open and warm.
My favorite part is just interacting with all these different people from all over the country, different jobs, different institutions, students and faculty. I've just met a lot of really interesting people.
The best aspect of the conference is always the interaction with people, the conversations you have about what they're teaching, the questions they have, about how you approach things with students. You learn so much just from the ordinary conversations. The playing new games is great. I played the Augsburg game this week, which I'd never played before, so always learning how other faculty members approach the design of games, and getting a chance to go head-to-head in arguments with some of my colleagues who I've been arguing with for years in various games. But it's the interaction to actually talk about teaching, because as a lot of faculty will tell you, a lot of conferences don't talk about teaching in as much depth as we do here at the Reacting Institute.
Like, I just couldn't get my head around what these games were like, and so I had heard that the best way to really understand Reacting games is to come to the annual institute, and I certainly found that was the case. And I also found that it was an amazing community of people who were really committed to innovative pedagogy, and I wanted to be a part of that. And obviously was sad when the pandemic happened and in-person institutes were not possible. So the very first opportunity to come back when an in-person institute was being offered again, I just jumped at it, because I just really wanted to keep learning from these folks about how to use Reacting in my courses, and how to be an innovative instructor.
Best part about it has been reconnecting, especially after the pandemic, reconnecting in person with this terrific community. It's just absolutely the best group of educators who care very deeply for students, who care very deeply for the work that they do. It's nice to be a part of a committed, happy group, fun group of people.